Well. Oh, I saw last night before I went to bed because I go to bed late that they were reporting that Trump and Melania have the coronavirus and possibly other cabinet members. Since I have had the virus, and I like to believe that there's some semblance of reality left in this crazy world, um, I would think that he would recover just fine. Hopefully, he will have a different perspective that you cannot get people to understand who have had this, in quotes, virus, that it is so not as serious as people are making it out to be if you don't have pre existing conditions that can kill you. So, some of the reporters are saying he has over a 90% chance of recovery, and one of them says, well, he has a better than 90% recovery. Okay, let's try 99.5% recovery rate, even for people his age. I hope people are really hearing those numbers. I hope they're understanding what this is. I hope the president comes out of this with a better perspective. I hope this isn't just a game, like some sort of television drama series that we're watching. There are some people who think that there's some underlying huge plan to turn this country around. I would love to believe that. I really, really would. I'd love to be one of those people who believe in it and buy into it 100%. But life experience tells me that, you know, that's not a good idea. Watch, learn, listen, pay attention, etc. I don't know what's going on. And anybody who claims that they know what's going on is, you might want to take it with a grain of salt, weed through it, have some discernment on what's happening. Like in a movie, I would love for everything to just have this, and this happened, and this happened, and this happened, and at the very end, there's this wonderful thing to where, nobody knew, but this was all what was planned, and it's all to our benefit, and everything's going to be so much better now. That would be fantastic. It'd be fantastic for my children and their children and the future of the world. It'd be fantastic. But is that realistic? No, it's not realistic. But I can remain hopeful that things will get better. In the meantime, I got to take care of me and mine and go to work, earn money, stock up. The election's coming, especially for you, those of you in the larger cities. I highly suggest you stock up, get prepared, because as we can see, there's nothing normal about this world right now. It's just more in our face. Hadn't been right for a very, 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 very long time. Decades. My whole lifetime. But now it's in our face. This is going to be in the next 6 months very pivotal on how it is that we're headed in this world, in this country. But individually, you need to get right with yourself. Because no matter what happens, no matter where we're headed, while we're alive, You need to get right if you believe in the afterlife and death, that, we go to a better place if you can remain a good person. You need to think about your individual journey, your soul journey, and no matter what happens, remain on the side of what's good and what's right. And that's all you can do. I hate all the uncertainty. I hate all of it, but life has taught me that life is not certain. Your life can change in a split second. And our need for control, our need for, to have a handle on things is what's making everybody so sick. Because in life, you don't have control. You really don't. Not ultimately. You have responsibilities. You have things that you need to do for yourself and your family. But ultimately, you don't have control. You have choices that can make for a better time while you're here. You learn from your mistakes. You try to do things better. But unfortunately, ultimately, you don't have control. And when you realize that you don't have control and you witness horrific things in your life, those kind of instances are what cause things like post-traumatic stress disorder. Because the stress and the reliving it comes from the realization that you do not have control. And that's not what we're taught when we're young. That take the world by, the bull by the horns and get out there and, make what you want out of life and you can do anything. And we're fed all of this information and all these kind of lies because it doesn't always work out for everybody because, things don't always line up like they should be. Because if we had control, they would. People need to come to that realization and find some peace with it. That's my new swan and my turtle. They're very old. They're probably older than me, but from my mother-in-law who passed. They were in her yard. Anyway, I'll put a few little plants, maybe some herbs, aloe vera. Anybody knows of any plants that do well in a small container like that, let me know, especially this time of year in central part of the United States or the South. Let me know if you know of anything. I will talk to y'all later. Keep your chins up and keep moving forward and do the best that you can for yourself and your family. Bye for now.